Today we're getting festive with DIY Christmas decorations and homemade Christmas ornaments, all for under $5. Welcome to the Chic Show. Today's playlist is hosted by Farm Charm Chic and guest hosted by Buffy Designs. These are some of the acrylic tags from Hobby Lobby. I got them 50% off, and any of the acrylic tags or ornaments that you buy does have this film on the front and the back, so you do need to peel that off. This is an ornament rub-on transfer from IOD's Kitschy Christmas, and I thought this would just be perfect on this clear little tag, and it won't need much else. Once I have the transfer rubbed down, I do go over the transfer only with a little bit of liquid patina just to seal that transfer in. This will be perfect as a gift tag or an ornament to hang on the tree. This is also an ornament that I got from Hobby Lobby. It is plastic, and I'm going to be painting it with coal black. Once that's completely painted, I'm going back to that Kitschy Christmas rub-on transfer, and I'm choosing some of these to put around the ornament. So Santa Claus is going to go on the front. And then this holly leaf I will put on the back. I'm going to wrap this garland all the way around the ornament, but I am going to work in sections in rubbing that down so I can be sure and get it straight. Now that all my transfers are down, I'm going to seal it all in with Big Top. Now the paint, Fusion paint, does not need to be sealed, but the transfers do need to be sealed. So just so it has the same finish all over, I am sealing the entire piece with Big Top. For this project, I used IOD's heraldry mold, and I poured resin into the angel wing, and I painted it with buttercream by Dixie Belle. Now I'm taking a little bit of fine glitter, and I'm just sprinkling that by using my brush and adding that to the wet paint. That gives it just a little bit of a glimmer, and then I went over it with just a tiny bit of dry brushing in, I believe it was Gold Leaf by Rub and Buff. Once I get the paper in place, I'll add more Mod Podge to the paper. So we'll be starting today with the Painted Photographer Rice Paper Peppermint Wishes and DIY Paint in Salty Kiss. This piece is from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to remove all of the paper, and then I'm going to paint the center part with Waverly chalk paint in white. The rest of this cutting board will get a coat of DIY Paint in Salty Kiss. Once that is all completely dry, I'm going to take some of the Mod Podge Crackle Medium, which was a complete waste of time because it didn't crackle, probably because of the MDF board that this is made of. I'm not real sure, but it didn't crackle as I wanted it to. But nevertheless, I did paint the entire thing with that crackle medium and let it dry. Now with the rice paper, I'm going around the edges with a wet brush and then just tearing away the edges so that I'm getting a feathered look rather than a straight line. I've placed my rice paper down where I want to decoupage it, and I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of water. This just helps remove any of the wrinkles once I have that Mod Podge down there. And I am using Mod Podge for this decoupage medium this time. And I'm just going to lift up the top and then paint a little starter strip there. And I will go over the top of the wet rice paper with my brush to smooth out any wrinkles. And once I've done that to the whole piece, then I can set it aside to dry. Now that this is dry, I'm going to go around the edge where I put that crackle medium with some dark wax. I thought this would work. It didn't, so I don't know if it's because I didn't use paint or if it's because it was MDF board or what. But anyway, I went over it with the black wax around the edges just to give it some definition, and around over the top of the crackle medium just to give it a little more depth there as well. And to darken up that white paint just a little bit and to accent the edges of that center part and the paper, I just used my sponge that I had the wax on. I didn't add any more. I just used whatever was still left on the sponge and just went around those edges. And this is Peppermint Wishes. I found this at the Goodwill bins. It's just a wooden box, probably had art supplies in it, but I loved that it was already red. Now I'm going to be using these two papers, Festive Fireside Plaid by Roy Cycle Decoupage Paper and Woodland Stocking by The Painted Photographer. I'm using Mod Podge again, and I am just going to apply Mod Podge to the top of the box, but not any other part. I'm going to cut out the stocking, and I am going to give it a fussy cut, so I'm getting as close to all the edges that I can. Now that the Mod Podge is dry, I am going to use the iron-on method for the plaid paper. Once I have my paper placed where I want it, I used a piece of Teflon paper just to be a barrier between the iron and the paper so that I don't rip the paper in any way. So I'm just going to rub this especially around the edges so that we get a good adhesion. And then I'm going to go back with my finger sander once it's cooled and sand away the excess paper. This will give me a nice clean edge. Now I'm going to place that stocking down where I want it, and I debated whether to put it this way or horizontally. And I also have this little rub-on transfer that's just a scrap piece left over from one of my, I think it was redesigned by Prima, rub-on transfers. So I'm playing with it this way, and then I decide ultimately to go horizontal with it. So once I get them placed where I want them, I'm going to start with the rub-on transfer and use my transfer tool just to rub it in place. Now I'm going to use liquid patina to adhere my stocking down to the plaid paper. To ensure the entire piece had the same finish, I did apply that liquid patina all over the top. If you loved these DIY Christmas decorations and homemade Christmas ornaments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and jingle that bell for more fun ideas under $5. If you're looking for more inspiration, check out the playlist or this video right here. Thanks for watching. Remember to share the chic. Bye now.